Hi, Debbie Abels with Simply Put segment. We're back at Infinity Laser with Tina Simpson, and we have a real treat for you in just a few minutes. We have been going through the series of all the services that you have to offer, and we've got a few more to go. But today we're going to do electrolysis, and I'm going to tell Tina now that who is taking care of the dark hair on me. However, I dye my hair, so I got a lot of gray.
No.
And yeah, and with that, Kelly is going to be able to take care of those little gray hairs that are sticking out places that I don't want them sticking out. And I am a novice. I know my mother had electrolysis. I know other people who have, but I've never really learned enough about it, and I know that's the only way to really get rid of it because the laser doesn't read.
The laser, the dark hair the laser cannot get the light hair. It does the dark hair.
It does dark only.
Yes, so what I do is I get the dark hair, then Kelly comes in and Kelly gets the light hair.
That's perfect.
There's a little bit difference between the laser and the electrolysis. The electrolysis, she goes one hair at a time, and then she gets the light hair, which is good. She can get that. I can't, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get it. So
And it kills it at the root?
it kills it no, you pull it out at the root.
You pull it out at the root?
I kill it at the root. She pulls it out. She can tell right when she pulls it out. Boom.
Perfect.
She'll say that one's gone. Never coming back.
Perfect. Well, I'm all about that, and I know you other women and men are too. So, I mean, we have a lot of men that are doing like the manscaping and looking kind of good for us women.
They gotta be pretty too.
Well, I agree. It shouldn't be just a one-sided deal. But anyway, we are thrilled. We're always happy to have Tina and her staff on. And we have Kelly Fenwick, who is with us today. And Kelly is the guru and be the one that works on all of us. And we have a friend here, Tina, who is going to actually have the service done live. And we'll see whether her legs jump like frogs or not. And I don't think they will. Kelly, you want to tell us a little bit about history, about how you got started doing this? I mean, what encouraged you to get into the aesthetics of women and that type of stuff and making them look good?
Well, I had electrolysis done myself
Seriously?
several years ago, and just is always something I wanted to get into. I first started out, I was going to do laser, but Tina took care
laser.
of that.
Yeah.
So I went to school in Lexington, Kentucky, and
Okay.
got my certification to do electrolysis.
Well, I know you've been doing it for a number of years here, for at least since you've had your location here, which has been a
Kelly's been doing
while.
it for what, 4 or 5 years now.
Gosh.
And she doesn't just do the electrolysis. Kelly also does the facials. She does the facial peels. She
Yes.
also does the microderm. So she does, Kelly does quite a bit of stuff. It's not just electrolysis. We're going to talk a little bit about electrolysis, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the microderm and everything she does. So Kelly can do anything that you want her to do.
Well, I was going to say, she's done a facial for me, and she's done a microdermabrasion at least twice, and I've been always pleased, and she's one of my favorites. Don't tell the rest, but she is one of my favorites here. Always
Besides me,
sweet.
right?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
Debbie,
I
really?
guess so.
Okay, so Kelly, we're gonna do we're gonna give you like a little demonstration,
Right?
and
Yes.
you're gonna work on Tina's eyebrows today, right?
Yes.
And it's not just eyebrows that we can do. She can do like the chin.
Mustache?
Yes, those little pokey hairs that you get on your chin.
Yeah.
You get on your lip.
Or on your neck,
over
you
here.
get 'em in
She
your
can't
neck.
get those ones that are like really, really
Peach fuzz.
peach fuzz.
Peach fuzz?
But those pokey ones,
Yes.
they're gone, baby.
Well, those are the ones you want
Yeah,
gone. The
exactly.
other, you don't ever get all of it, but you sure can get those stubbly gray
Yes,
things.
exactly. So, with that being said, let's go down here to little Miss
Yeah.
Tina and Kelly and kind of just give them a demonstration of what you're doing.
Yeah. We're looking forward to this. This is something I have never seen on camera, and I've always wanted to see it.
You've never seen this done?
I have never seen it done. And I do know that it did miracles for my mother on eyebrows because she would have me try to pluck them whenever I would see her and only saw her once every 6 months.
Now, Kelly's done my eyebrows, and I'll tell you what, now I've still got a few that she's got to work on, but it's fabulous. You don't have to worry about
Look at there.
waxing your eyebrows anymore, plucking your eyebrows anymore. They're done, they look good all the time.
Just does
High
one hair
maintenance
at a
but low
time.
maintenance is what we're all about.
Yeah.
And this is one less thing that you have to do.
You're not even blinking, Tina.
Tina, what's it feel like?
Like you're plucking.
Like it's plucking? See, you pluck once
We all
and it's
pluck.
gone.
Well, I was going to say, we pluck, and this you'll never have to pluck again. What do you think about that?
I think this is awesome.
It is a process, though.
Yeah, but you're
With-
not even
with
flinching.
your-
How many times you think, Kelly, once we do this, the hair is gone that you're getting, you can pretty much tell. But about how many treatments do you think you have to do?
It really all depends on each person. I mean, most of the time, Within 10 to 15 treatments, I can get it down to where you would only have to come back and see me every so often. Maybe once every 2 or 3 months, something like that.
Is that cause of just the hair growth cycle, or you get new hairs in places that you didn't have before?
Well, your hair grows in 3 different stages,
Okay,
and I have to get it when it is still attached to the blood supply. The only way I can kill it is by shutting off the blood supply.
okay,
And I can only kill it while it's still connected.
okay.
So I kind of cauterize when it's still, when the hair is still connected to the blood supply, I can get through the follicle and kind of cauterize that blood supply right there, and
Okay.
it seals it off and it can't grow back.
Wow. Well, this would get rid of that basketball player's unibrow, wouldn't it, in 2 seconds flat?
Yes. Well, maybe not 2 seconds, because you got to remember she's doing each individual hair. So it does take a little bit longer. But think about it. She is shaping that eyebrow.
Right.
So and with a laser, I would just be going boom, boom, boom. She's actually shaping it
Yeah.
and getting it the way that you want it. So
Well, and let me ask you this. Electrolysis is really good for any hair, any color,
yeah,
right?
she
It
can
don't
do
have to
right.
be just blonde
Right.
or gray.
Right. The dark hair, she does. She can do the dark hair with the eyebrows. She can do dark hair anywhere, but that's where we kind of go together. Because if somebody's got a lot of dark hair on their chin or their lip, then I can get the dark, and then, okay, here, Kelly, you get the light hair.
Right.
Because it does take longer, it's more of a process doing each individual hair instead of doing the size of a nickel or a quarter.
Right. Well, Tina, you're not even acting like anything's going on.
It's wonderful.
Well, tell me kind of describe it a little bit. Is it just like tweezing yourself?
It's just like tweezing, just pulling one hair at a time. It's not painful at all.
I hear the little beep, and that must mean it's been zapped, and then you just reach over there with the sharpest tweezers I've ever seen that look great and pull it right
They
out.
don't feel the sharpness of the tweezers, though.
Yeah.
Now, I am going to say something. Tina does have a very high pain tolerance, so I don't want somebody to come in and think, well, no, this doesn't hurt at all, because I've had it done. You feel it, and it's like a little jolt. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that you can't handle, but Tina has a very high pain tolerance, so you are going to feel it. Once you get used to doing it, like she does 2 or 3, then you're good. But when you very first start out, it's like, oh, but then after that, you're fine.
Do you know when the laser started, it was more the noise that freaked me out at first than it was the actual...
I have a lot of people that say that.
Yeah,
It's like, can you just put a radio or something on my ear so I don't hear it? And
Yeah.
that's the same thing with that. You hear that boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, just a little beep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you what, this is great. I mean, you can get... A lot of women have hair that grows a little bit more over their ears.
Oh, honey, I have it growing up on top of my eyebrows. It's ridiculous. But yeah, she shaped some babies up great, and it really does do a good job.
That's, this is great. I'm going to have to definitely come in and get this done. My eyebrows are in pretty good shape, but I am one of those that gets a few of the little grays right down here at the lip line
Yeah.
that are sharper than the devil.
And a lot of women get it like right down here on the chin. They get those pokey ones, so that's good. So,
You
Kelly,
can
is
do
there
it-
anything else, like any preparation that they need to do or anything? Of course, they don't wax before they come in. The hair has to be...
That's another thing. With your laser, you don't have to see the hair to get it. With me, the hair has to be, I have to be able to get a hold of it with the
Okay.
tweezers. You can't, if it's been waxed or anything, I can't do anything with it. I have to be able to get a hold of the hair.
So really wait until, let it grow on out and then come in. And you're here by appointment. I mean, all they have to do is call and set up an appointment ahead and come in, and you can, would you probably in a visit be getting both eyebrows in the same day or whatever like that, and then come back to up to 10 visits based on their hair growth alone?
Well, I work on average for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And most people that have just, the average thickness of their eyebrow, I can do them both in 30 minutes.
That's good.
But after 30 minutes, the skin gets a little bit irritated. I usually only work for 30. I have a couple of men where I do the whole beard that I can work on one side for 30 minutes and the other side, but you have to really space it out, and that's kind of rare. But most of the time it's 30 minutes. And generally, I can shape you up in 30 minutes.
Wow, that's great.
Of course, some people have more thicker out
Yeah.
brows than others. So if somebody comes in and they got one total unibrow, it's gonna take longer, of course, than if somebody's not as bad. So,
Right.
normally it's about 10 treatments, I think.
When you said about beard, I was thinking about the gentlemen now that have that kind of European look where their beard is shaped in a certain way. I mean, I never really thought about the fact that instead of them trying to shave that into this, you could eliminate the hair that would grow where they don't want it to and let them not have to constantly have to go in there and carve out those
Exactly.
neat looking,
Right.
It would take a
Latin
while.
kind of like looking guys. It would take a while, but it would
Take a
be
while,
worth
but
it.
Yes, it would. So now, Kelly, do you want to talk a little bit about what else you do here about the microderms? And we kind of went over it a little bit with Kate when Kate was here.
Yeah.
Over the peels, and of course Kelly does the peels, and she also does the facials.
Yep.
If you want more of a relaxing hour, then you come in and get a facial, and
Right.
then if you want more of the results, then you would do a facial peel. Do you want to tell a little bit more about that?
I love the peels, the chemical peels.
Mm-hmm.
And with the DermaQuest, we have so many different peels for so many different things. We have the Skin Bright peel for hyperpigmentation, Jesner's, which focuses more on like acne and stuff like that,
Okay.
and the other peels for the fine lines and wrinkles.
Which
What-
I like.
What about for like the rosacea kind of stuff that I have that you've been working on that's really made a huge difference? I mean, you did a
We didn't do heavy peels
It
with
was
that.
very
We
light.
more resurfacers and stuff
Yeah.
like that with glycolic acid and stuff
well,
like that.
Because your skin is so sensitive, we
I
have,
know.
she can't just come in and do the same peels on you that she does on me. So that's why you got
Yeah.
to talk to the esthetician, let them look at your skin, analyze it, and then let you decide what's going to be best for you. Because what's best for you is not best for me.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm here on camera, but I have a little bit of poison ivy. I didn't realize I was pulling some weeds out of the yard, and here you made me look like $1,000,000, both of y'all. And the first thing I did, without realizing I had pulled something, was hit up here and then hit like here, and I guess wiping the sweat off. And this is 1,000 times better than it's been, but I thought, oh my gosh, Tina will have a fit. It was like this red streak right down through here that I had gotten from those fingers just doing like that.
Yeah.
So it's doing better. But it has made a huge, the glycolic peels you were talking about have made a huge difference on dry, like little areas and little redness that I was getting up between my eyes and up and through here. And I've had 2 of them, and I've had the facial as well, and I need to get back on the series of doing, because you had said to me, for me, instead of doing a full-blown, because I've got sensitive skin, that it would be a series of little light ones. And I'm telling you, I could tell a difference within a day
Great.
That's
of it.
good.
So,
Now,
yeah.
Kelly, you also do microderms. Can you give me a little bit the difference between a microderm and a peel? Because you know me, I like the peels. I like to put that peel on there and my skin just peel off. But for the people that don't want their skin and their face just to be peeled off, then an option that they can do is do a microderm.
Okay.
So,
Well, a microderm is another form of a resurfacer. It's just more of a mechanical way of going about it as opposed to the chemical with the chemical peels and everything. It's a slower process and you have to do more to get the same effect. But a lot of people love it for, it's not your best option for acne or anything like that, but for fine lines and wrinkles and to get your pigment and everything all evened out, it's really good. It's a process to do microdermabrasion, but
how
a lot
often
of-
do they have to do it, you think?
well, the more often you do it, the better the results.
Is it once a week, once every 2 weeks?
Oh no, maybe one every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks?
There's
Is
not
your-
any downtime
Is
to a
your skin dry
microdermabrasion.
after you do that?
No.
No. So basically what you're doing is you're just taking that first layer of skin off, and then when you come back in 3 weeks, we're gonna take another layer of skin off until,
Well, the older you get, the more that your skin cells start to slow down. And when you take that top layer off with a microderm, it tricks your skin into thinking it's time to turn over new skin cells. So it helps speed things up by
produce new collagen.
you take it off where naturally, by it shedding naturally, it would take a lot longer. So you go
Right.
in there and take it off and your skin thinks, oh, it's time to regenerate again. So the more you do it, the more you have more skin cell turnover.
Well, I'm going to tell you, your skin just is like $1,000,000. It's just like baby face, isn't it? And
She's got beautiful skin. She was
I know.
worried about not having any makeup on. I said, baby, you don't need makeup.
She doesn't. She's not like us. The permanent makeup part she won't need to do, and that's our next series.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, Tina, what do you think? You gonna come back and get more?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
She's actually scheduled to come in to get a peel this Thursday, so
Cool.
she is gonna get beautified with us.
Beautified.
And you're really pink, more pink because of the light than you are from what she did with you. It just looks like you got a little bit of a suntan.
Good.
Well, Kelly, I'm gonna tell you, this is, sign me up, I'm definitely gonna get it. I was just sure it would be something where you squealed and hollered.
You was expecting something like when I do the laser. Sometimes the laser, once the settings, it gets a little bit intense, but
You know, I've never had a problem. You've always said that I don't jump around with that. I guess it was more, I guess the word electric in electrolysis is what freaks you out. You think, oh my gosh, you're gonna get shocked. But you really, if it's tweezins, hurts more than that. That's perfect.
The old form of electrolysis is kind of dated, where you would insert the probe and it would be hot for like up to 4 seconds. Now I use thermolysis, and it's more of like 2 quick little jolts, and as soon as you feel it, it's already gone.
Great.
It's not the same old electrolysis it was 30 years ago. Instead of it being a constant slow burn, it's hotter, but it's faster.
Just,
And as soon as it hits you, it's gone, and it's more effective.
well, you only blinked once. With all the time she did it, you only blinked one time. And I thought, that can't be that bad then. I don't care what kind of pain tolerance Tina has.
not this Tina, that Tina.
I knew you meant this one. I didn't figure you had much or one at all. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, we
Thank
are
you
thrilled
very
to have
much.
been
You're
here.
welcome. Thank you.
Yes, and we appreciate it very much, you being our guinea pig.
Thank you.
And we expect to see these beautifully shaped eyebrows all over Bardstown.
Oh, yes.
All right. Kelly, thank you.
Thank you.
Tina, as always, we appreciate y'all letting us be here and do a live action Turtle Man Shop.